Sidney Crosby, The Rookie Year, is a new Audible original, and it's created and written by the stud Sidney Crosby himself, and the narrator is Mr. Pittsburgh Sports, the actor and producer Joe Manganiello, here on the Rich Eisen Show, along with Bubbles, the Chihuahua, tucked into his right arm like a football.
That's my Heisman. Yeah,
there you go.
I have to go the other way.
And I made the mistake of walking over and giving Bubbles a pet, a little, and she. So do I have to approach in any way, or she will always do that?
She has the temperament of James Harrison. She looks little. She's aggressive.
And she'll pick off Kurt Warner at the best possible times.
For
you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just said that, Kurt. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Great seeing you.
Thank you for bringing your dog.
Well, I want to say the Sidney Crosby Rookie Year is written by Neely Loman.
Oh, because it says created and written by Sidney Crosby.
Well, Sid is a huge part of it, obviously.
Okay.
And he was interviewed. His parents were interviewed. Coaches. His old roommate, Mario Lemieux, was also interviewed.
Yes.
So it's kind of this look back, this kind of walk through his life during that rookie season. And what you don't understand, or what you get inside of, is just how he was a child star. At age 7, there were people calling the house asking about this kid.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Come on.
And all of the pressure of growing up in Canada, kind of the weight of growing up in these kind of like mariner communities, these small fishing villages in eastern Canada, and being the pride of his town, and then coming up and being drafted when he was 17 as the next great one, turning 18 years old shortly thereafter, and then Lemieux stepping in and saying, "You're 18 years old. I don't want you to have to worry about living alone, figuring all that out. Come live with me and my family and my kids in our house." And so he lived with Lemieux his first.
What was that like?
Season.
You know any stories about that?
Well, all the other
one?
guys wanted to come over and visit. They're like, "You live at the owner's house? Like, I'm coming over."
Right, sure, right.
But yeah, no, and then we get into it, and Lemieux talks about it. Sid talks about it. Sid would go down in the basement and play mini sticks with the kids every night, like, because he was a kid.
Yeah.
And you watch all the pressure put on him and the target on his back during that first season, and it's really extraordinary what he went through. And obviously looking back, what it meant to Pittsburgh on the verge of bankruptcy, being threatened to be moved out of town. Lemieux steps in, liquidates all this money that they owed him. They owed him $30 million, and he took that in a controlling interest in the team. And then there was a lockout season, which means there's no draft order, and the Penguins won the bingo lottery and got this kid that gave us nothing but sellouts for the next 17 years and kept the team in town.
We've got some photographs on the screen as you've been telling the story. What he looks like, he was a child.
He was a kid. Yeah, he was a kid.
Just seeing him here in these photographs, what a child.
In chapter 4, for example, is his first trip to Philadelphia, and everyone's screaming, "Crosby sucks."
Yeah.
And they bash his teeth out illegally. He comes back into the game and scores the winning goal. So it's just, you couldn't script any of this better. I mean, being kept off of the Olympic team by Wayne Gretzky, none other than the man that he was compared to, and said he was the next Gretzky. Gretzky keeps him from that initial Olympic team that everyone believed he should have been on. And then 4 years later, the Olympics are in Canada. He gets on the team and wins the shootout against the U.S. Like, it's just... The story is just incredible the way that unfolds, but you don't realize how much pressure is on these kids. I think sometimes people, they're probably accustomed to like LeBron's story.
Right.
When you're chosen at this young age where they actually have the metrics and know this kid's going to be something. I mean, at 7 years old, he was beating kids who were 12 and 13. It was really incredible.
Audible original, Sidney Crosby, The Rookie Year, Joe Manganiello, who narrates it right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Everyone should. It's fascinating. That is fascinating. And I'm sure you were like a kid in a candy store.
Sure. It's really well done too. Yeah, and the way that they set up the audio, and there's 8 chapters, so they all unfold one after another, and it's everyone involved with the entire story.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.